Evening, folks. I don't know how dark this is going to be. We'll have to see. Just want to talk about a few odds and ends. Seems like I'm doing a lot of these videos lately. Stuff yanking my chain, you know. I hate when people yank my chain. Why? But it just be nice. They give me a hard time. This one's about this truck driver over in Colorado that was in that horrible accident. He lost it on a hill. Lost his brakes. I'm guessing that he made some bad decisions going down the hill. He should have hit a couple of truck rams. Until you riding that flaming beast down that hill at 100 mile an hour, no brakes, don't second guess that man. What it boils down to is he got down the bottom. Of course, there were cars down the bottom. Got in a horrible accident. Killed some folks. Well, they decided to try him as a criminal and give him 110 years in prison. But like I said, this was a horrible thing. Absolutely terrible what happened. But in the end, it was an accident. I have a feeling once this gets to the right people, he's going to get clemency. The governor's already said that he just hasn't seen the paperwork yet. But there's a real bad backlash going on over this. He should have never been prosecuted. You got some overzealous prosecutor that wants to punish those evil truck drivers, and that boy's already spent too much time in jail. But we'll see what happens with that one. It's kind of scary, though. I mean, I've seen them. We had one with our company that got in a wreck and killed a lady, and his logbook was screwed up. He should have been out of service. And I don't know if they ever prosecuted him or not. He doesn't work for us anymore, of course. But they were talking, the state prosecutor was talking about prosecuting him for manslaughter. I understand that situation. He broke a law. Well, I understand this guy, he didn't, his logbook was fine. Just his brakes went out. It's a mechanical failure. So like I say, we're going to see how this one goes. It's country's going in a bad way if we start horsewhipping people because they have to be caught in a bad situation. Next one is I read an article about some shortages. The first shortage is a urea shortage. The way I understand it is China is one of the biggest producers of urea. And they're basically having to make a decision whether they're going to... Urea is also used to make fertilizer, not only make fertilizer, make DEF. They got to make a decision whether they're going to take the urea amount they have and use it for fertilizer or use it for DEF. They can't do both. They don't have enough. And they've pretty well decided to do fertilizer. And they're looking after themselves. They're looking after fertilizer in their country. Which could also mean we could have a produce shortage. A lot of these GMO plants, or just plants in general, if they don't have nitrogen, they won't grow. So a lot of these GMO plants gotta have the right mixture of chemicals and stuff to grow. That's another one. We gotta see how it works out, because I don't know if they do if we run out of DEF. That'd be a bad situation. Because even if they want to take the DEF systems off the trucks, and it wouldn't just be trucks, farm tractors use DEF. Modern pickup trucks, diesel pickup trucks use DEF. You know, just about any modern diesel engine uses DEF. And it's not like you can just flip a switch on it and say, okay, we're going to turn the DEF system off. No, it's a pretty extensive deal to delete the after treatment system on these trucks. It can be done, but it's a pretty extensive operation to do it. And do you really think the government's going to give that power back? Yeah, me neither. But it'd be really interesting to see what happens, because DEF's just as important as diesel fuel. These trucks won't move without it. There'll be some folks with some older trucks making some real money, I can tell you that. And they're also talking about us having a tire shortage. I watched a video the other day of one of these owner-operators that's on YouTube. Talking about he had to go get some steer tires for his truck. It was a 3-week wait to get steer tires in. You just can't get them. And it said the low-profile 24.5s you cannot get at all. It said your major manufacturers like Goodyear and Michelin and everybody, they're not even molding them right now. They're not even making those tires right now. You can get the low profile 22.5s and you can get the tall rubber ones, but you cannot get the low profile 24.5s. A lot of these pretty big hood trucks, you know, these nice trucks these boys are driving, that's what they run on those trucks, those low profile 24.5s. So I mean, they can always switch them over, but there's more to that too. I mean, your truck is set up to have an overall tire height on it. Saying from the full inflated tire on the rim, bottom to top is a certain size. That's the way trucks set up, and you can't put a different size on there. Be like sticking mudders on your Honda Civic. It just ain't gonna work. But if either one of those shortages comes to serious fruition, like a serious issue, widespread, well, we're gonna have problems in this country. Because if these trucks ever stop, bad shit gonna happen. I don't ever want to see anybody get hurt or anybody to do without, but in some more sinister parts of me, wish something would happen to shut these trucks down for a couple weeks. Just completely shut the trucking industry down for a couple weeks. Just so everybody can see. Because you know these people, they won't believe it till it actually happens to them. I was just gonna rattle on about those couple of things. Had them on the brain. Right around Christmas time, ain't a bunch going on. Y'all have a fine day, and I'll catch you on the flip side.